My name is Jeff. 1 year ago, I was 327 pounds. I was fat, unhealthy, and unhappy, but I changed my life. Now I work out every day. I diet. I eat better, and the results are obvious. Don't give up on yourself, and I won't give up on you. So join me now.
Focus. Gotta love that. So today I actually want to talk about, yeah, I got the hair all over the place. So today I actually want to talk about my diet, what I did today, and what I'm planning to do. One, obviously legs is going to be a big issue right now for me. I want to get my legs going again. I'm stiff as heck from training yesterday on legs. Today I went in and did shoulders and like 40 minutes of cardio. I met up with a friend today and we talked about dieting and we talked about my YouTube channel, and I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from friends on the YouTube channel, although it's still very new. And what you don't see in these videos is every day I'm talking to people about dieting and fitness and trying to motivate them. And by the time I get to do a video, God, my hair's bothering me now. By the time I get to do a video, I feel like I'm talked out a lot of times about dieting and fitness, So, anyways, one good topic that, and I got to revisit a lot of these things, because what you do and what you eat and your budget has a lot to do with how you look. Your budget, people tend to do the wrong thing a lot of times when they go to the grocery store and they've got like $150 for the week, or say they've got, if they're a family, then like $300 for the week, to buy food. To make things stretch, carbohydrates and high energy foods, as opposed to sustenance foods, and I'll get into sustenance foods versus energy foods in a minute, but are a lot cheaper, and that's why they say that weight gain is actually a product of poverty, because rice is very cheap. Any carbohydrate based foods are very cheap, like macaroni and cheese, because the cheese that's in macaroni and cheese, obviously that's shit, right? If you go and you eat a Big Mac, studies have shown that you don't run the 10 miles you're supposed to burn it off. Fast food, if you're eating at the dollar menu meal, that is really, really bad for you, and I think you all know that, but you do it to save money, and it's quick, and it's affordable. Same thing happens at the grocery store. People tend to go into the grocery store and say, oh wow, I can make a lot of food if I buy noodles and make spaghetti and put some meat in it. The problem with this is that these high energy foods are things that most people really don't need. And it's not a matter of low carb anymore versus it's more of fat adapted, but more common sense, like what's really what you need, what you can expend. If you don't work out and you don't go to the gym and hit for an hour and you eat pastas, that's all storage. That's not getting burned off. Even if you work at it, and most people don't work physically super hard jobs all day long. A lot of people don't. A lot of people work behind a desk or do what have you. And if you eat spaghetti, you're not burning that off. You can't burn that off. And that has nothing to do with being low carb. That has to do with sensible. So when you go into the grocery store and you only have $150, what you do is you should buy meats, good chickens, and just eat less. because those are sustenance foods. They provide the proteins for your body. They provide the good fats like fish, you know, the DHAs. Those are sustenance foods. They're not high energy foods, okay? They provide a low percentage of fats, you know, like even hamburger is like cheap hamburger is 88% lean. That's cheap hamburger. That's 88%. Now, if you eat 88% lean, you're going to look pretty good. So that's why people, they don't realize it when people are like, oh, hamburger, that's fatty, you know. No, it's, you know what's, fat is not fat. Energy-based foods go into your system. You don't burn them off, that's fat. You know? You can't burn off rice unless you're a runner or you're at the gym working out and raising your heart rate every day. So for the average person to sit here and say, well, you know, I need, you know, to eat rice and noodles and stuff like that. That's the most insane thing I've heard in a long time, because the average person doesn't do enough to burn off those things, and that's why we have so many people that are obese. And it's so simple. It's really so simple. It's common sense. Calories in, calories out is what it comes down to. You can't eat high energy foods and not be high energy. I think it just broke it down as simple as possible for most people. I mean, seriously. You go into a restaurant, okay, and you order a steak, right? What's the first thing they do? They give you breads. Breads are super energy foods. How about a potato with that? Oh my God, you know what starch is? Starch is stored energy. You know how active a person has to be to burn off a few pieces of bread and a potato? Realistically, most people do not live like that daily, but that's how people eat daily. Potatoes are fairly cheap, by the way. Everybody loves a baked potato, right? With some bacon and cheese to make it taste better, because let's face it, if you were eating a baked potato, you'd be eating pure starches and it tastes like shit unless you put butter on it. So it's really that simple. It really is that simple, but I don't think most people put it together. They're like, oh, well, you know, I don't do the low carb thing. Dude, carbohydrates are pure energy. What part of your life is pure energy? I eat carbohydrates all the time now because I use them every day. I use more than what I intake. That's how I lose weight. Or stay the same, you know? So, either way, you eat. You have to eat and make choices that are sensible. And most people don't. I know because I went out to eat with, I'm not going to say who. I went out to eat with some friends. And it has nothing to do with carbohydrate intake. It has everything to do with not making choices and not having discipline, is what it has to do with. People order foods, they get 3 sides. Those sides are basically shit, filler, garbage, you know. I mean, you could have a salad, sure. Put some mayonnaise on it, or low carb dressing, or low calorie something. But most people have croutons in their salad, which is bread. Okay? Cheeses, all kinds of crap inside salads, processed meats, and then they put all kinds of fattening, high calorie candy syrup on it and call it a salad. Processed glucose. That's what that is. I mean, some of it's good, but you know, okay, and here's the thing, is that is probably a lot better than what most people would eat when they go to a restaurant, because people want the breaded chicken, you know what I mean, or the chicken parmesan with the breading all around it. Ooh, that does sound good, doesn't it? No. You order an omelet, what comes with it? Hash browns and toast. You get your choice of toast. Every place almost that serves omelets wants to give you hash browns and toast. The omelet is the perfect meal. It's got sustenance. It's got energy. It's got everything you need. What is the hash browns and the toast for? Are you going to run 10 miles after eating that omelet, hash browns, and toast? No. Are you going to go work out for an hour because you had hash browns and toast? Hash browns is pure energy and fats and carbs, starches, whatever. It's like fried with butter and all this. So it's all kinds of golden goodness. But it's bad for you. That toast, it's bad for you, baby. And then if you make the mistake of ordering wheat, you don't know this, people? You gotta know this by now. If you've been watching videos, you know, here's the thing. I don't go into enough about what is good for you, I think, and what is not. And I think I should touch on that more, because I've done a lot of research and I've done my homework, and I forget that a lot of people out here actually don't know what's good or bad for them, you know. And people get scared off by phrases or words or whatever, but the fact is, energy is energy. You either use it or you store it. So it's common sense. You only burn so many calories per day. And unless you're training in the gym every day, it's probably like a quarter of what somebody that trains at the gym every day does. You're abysmal. So I don't mean to bitch or whatever, but I really want people to be able to do what I did. I want me to continue to do what I do. And I want people to be inspired and motivated, but have the tools to do the right thing, because so many of these videos that are out here are so confusing, you know. But really what it comes down to is looking at yourself and how many calories a day you could burn. You have to intake less than that. That's what it comes down to. And if you're not counting calories, don't even get me started. You're not counting your calories. How do you expect to lose weight? If you are not accountable for the food that goes in your mouth, you don't know how much calories are going in your body, how could you ever expect to lose weight? I want you to lose weight. I want you to be healthy. I want to lose more weight. But I'd like to look bigger and more cut. I don't want to look skinny. So I can't do it all at once, because I lose muscle at certain times. Then I have to gain it back and then slowly trim. But it's a long haul thing. It's not overnight. What I did was super fast. Most people could never lose in 6 months over 100 pounds. So what I did was super fast. but I'm in it for the long haul. And the reason I still do these videos is the long haul, because I have to be accountable to myself. So, this is not a normal video for me, because it's not, hey, I ate this today. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I weigh this. Ain't about that. It's about giving you guys some basic tools and basic knowledge, common sense, that can help you to do the same things that I did. Because I did a lot of different things. But the fact is, I kept trying. And I was accountable. And I didn't lie to myself. You can't lie to yourself. And when I watch these videos, it's hard to know what I went through. And if I ever slip up, I could go through that again. And I don't think it's going to happen, but I have to be accountable and I have to be truthful. So, super long video, guys. I hope that I said anything that helps you. I hope that I help myself in the future by doing videos like this. I'm out of here. Let's pump it up.